Hello my compadres. Today we're going to be discussing what exactly are rec room mob families and family bars. This trend is almost as popular as military's due to their similarities. But before we go any further, according to my microwave, barely 20% of you are subscribed. Such a revelation causes me to shit violently in my pants, so pretty please subscribe. So, the whole concept of a rec room family stems from the Italian mobster culture. Well, they'll erect lavish, luxurious bars, diners, and other establishments. So think of them as like a military, but instead of a military base, is a bar. And just like militaries, they also have their own ranking system, unfortunately. But don't let these connections fool you. If you go into a family bar with the mentality that's just another military, you'll quickly find yourself sent back to your dorm room. These people take themselves very seriously, to the point that even outside the bar, they won't tolerate any shit talk to their families nor associates. And as you may expect, this sparks a very aggressive culture among families, where they'll fight for years on end, where things will eventually escalate into account hacking and room takedowns. The crazy part is that these families have almost as much beef as I have with the IRS. Now, one thing that can easily start beef is family names. Most families like to stick with a unique name like the Jacksons or the Morellos, but most, unfortunately, try to emulate real Italian New Yorker mob families, and as you may already know, there's not a whole lot of those options. So this ends up with different families having the same name. You see where I'm going with this, right? There's one very iconic beef out there, and I like to call it the Gambino paradox. With the Gambino family being one of the biggest mobster families in history, there is a tremendous amount of Gambino families claiming to be the original. This gets extremely confusing if you join a Gambino family. And the hard irony behind this is that the original Rec Room Gambino family shut down back in 2020. The OGs are long gone, with countless copies fighting over the title. Another key difference between families and militaries is longevity. Families don't get nearly as big as military, so they don't have to constantly worry about keeping their members entertained to keep afloat. Another contribution to their longevity is the large percentage of families are led by mostly late teens or even adults. With this very mature administration, families are a whole lot more conserved and organized than their military counterparts. Overall, as long as you don't get too involved with the politics, you can have a very long-lasting, enjoyable experience. And would you look at the time, it looks like we've reached the end of yet another video. Check the Discord for more bullshit. Thanks for watching, compadres. Good night.